Hello, welcome, Cabbage here. In War of the Visions JP, let's look at the news for January 30th. I was planning to take the weekend off as far as making videos. I wanted to take some me time. I enjoy talking about the game from a bird's eye view, talking about the industry and the differences between Japan and the rest of the world. But again, I've had those conversations and arguments for years with different games and different players. I'm still loving playing the game, of course, but at a certain point, talking about it, I just get fed up. But today with the news in JP, we have a character being released that I'm very excited about, and then it's also cost 100, which makes me, think again about the state of the game, maybe where it is going from now. So we'll talk about the news here. But lots to talk about. I guess we can go from the bottom. Okay, so new unit, Helena, you are cost 100, Dark Element. It's been only a month since the last cost 100 unit, which was Megamont. Before that, 6 months before that, there was Super Stern, and then 6 months before that, at launch, there was Gilgamesh. So this is two cost 100 units that are very close together. I predicted, well, I didn't predict, I said that they would not do two cost 100 units so close together because it would piss people off. I was wrong that they would not do that, but I was right that it would piss people off. But I have been looking at JP Twitter, and people aren't super up in arms about this. People are saying I don't have any money, or it's going to be difficult to keep up and stuff, but I don't see any outrage on a level of the Anniversary Hatcher scandal. Speaking of scandals, I don't hear anybody talk about tables anymore. It was only 2 months ago, but it's like it never happened. But people pulled hard for Final Fantasy X, they pulled hard for Bahamut, they pulled hard for Nier Automata and King Mont, so people don't seem to be worried about the rates anymore, at least not in JP. Just goes to show the short memory spans of mobile game players all over the world. But anyway, we got Helena here. She'll be coming out on Monday. Main job is a new job, Black-Clad Witch. That might be what that translates to. Sub-job Spellblade and Calculator, so that's a very nice combination. My first thought was Irudira, and then she doesn't impress me very much. But, that's going to be a different main job on Helena here, so I'm sure she'll be great. But we look at all of her 3 skills laid out here, and they're all at far range, and they all have AoE, so she's going to be a kind of a behind-the-lines attacker. People like Kirufe and Garble, they'll be front line, magic attackers. But Helena here will be a more traditional mage. But Limit Break, this will Imperil Dark for 3 turns, and then do magic damage, big. This will be big for Dark teams. In Global, you have Dwayne, who can Imperil Dark, but in JP, we don't have any such an easy way to get the Dark Imperil, so this will be good. Could be good for raids and stuff. And then also, probably this will be a limit break you can use turn 1, just like Sakura or Mediana, so maybe she could be good for farming as well. Okay, and then here is a regular attack. This will break Spirit and then do dark magic damage. So this could be good against magic tanks. So yeah, she's got 2 breaks that she can use, depending on which one will work better against the enemies. And then she has a non-elemental attack. This will break barriers that will mitigate damage of magic attacks. So yeah, that's yet another way she can get through defenses. So very, very cool. Master ability for dark units, she will raise HP and then a dark attack up. For herself, she will raise magic resistance penetration and then magic up. A lot of characters so far, they've had spirit penetration, but not so much the magic resistance penetration, so this is kind of good. I feel like there are more characters running around with magic resistance than with high spirit, so this is pretty good. Okay, then we got the hard quest, so you're going to want to pull that day 1. And we got the chocobo thing. She gets extra JP. Okay, that'll do it for that. Next, we have some quests where we can get materials for her. This might be the first time that they're doing this for a EX job unit, so that's nice. They didn't do this for Mont. Okay, new map for a guild battle, Dark Attack Up. So yeah, dark units will get the advantage. Light units, which can do the most damage on dark units, will not get any extra defense, so they'll be at a disadvantage as well. And then no other elements get advantages on dark elements, so at the very top levels we might see dark versus dark. And then there are a few vision cards which will give you that stuff. It'll give you dark resistance up, but also dark attack. I think one of them was the Final Fantasy XIV card, and then there's the other one with Rairyu upside down, so you might want to level those up. And some JP players are complaining that this is like trying to get you to pull for Helena, and I'm like, duh, have you ever played a mobile game before? Alright, we got more challenge missions. That's another bingo board. We have the one now that goes up to 5, where it gives you Mediana, but there will be a 6th one, which will be based on Mont. So if you max Mont, you'll get some stuff, but I don't know what you're going to get, so that should be interesting. Login bonus, 50 shards for Helena. And more missions there, okay. Okay, more login bonus. And Helena will get her bingo board, of course. We'll get the daily purchase. I might do this because I'm low on rainbow orbs. Let's see, Mog Metal, shop stuff. Okay. Here's an improvement to the Whimsy shop. Before, when you had the current featured character, and then you got the appearance of the Whimsy shop, 3 shards would appear guaranteed. But they're going to upgrade that, so it could be either 3, 5, or 10. So that will make building characters easier. And let's see, JP and item drop up. Fine. Okay, new stuff in the shop. The flowers. I'm a little bit low on flowers because I've been raising guys to EX jobs. And then special shop. And this. There is a ceiling for the Helena Hatcher. So if you pull 20 10 shots, you get the 2,000 medals. You can turn that in for the unit of Helena. So for people with lots of resources that are absolutely mad about pulling Helena, that could be something to aim for. I am not going to go that far. I'll tell you now my plans for pulling. I'll do a little bit of pulling for her. I might do my usual 100 limit, or I might just go to the single pity pull and then stop there, but I would like her. I remember when, the very beginning of the story, when Helena was just like the dutiful wife, she didn't interest me very much. But, spoiler alert, when she has that near-death experience and then she's like, oh, I gotta fake my death and I gotta work from the shadows. I was like, oh my god, that's cool. And she's got this hidden past and these really powerful abilities and a very, very cool costume. Then I really liked Helena. And then up to now, I've talked about different types of women. The tomboys, the young girls, the oversexed onesans. But probably the type that I like the most is this kind of like Helena here. But like really like self-assured, self-actualized, a mature woman. Someone that doesn't have any like Disney princess kind of dreams. Like a realistic woman that you could have a like a real mature relationship with. So that's part of the reason why I'd like her. But I also like that, well, Super Stern, you know. Super Stern loves his mommy. I love that Super Stern and then this You Are Helena are the same element. And then you got Mega Mont, and then Edide. They're both fire elements, so you can kind of see the split there. I really like that. And then people are guessing that soon there will be like a cost 100 Edide, like the young version, which is what they let drop in a previous live stream. They'll do young versions maybe of Edide and Rob. But I don't know if they would do it anytime soon, because we haven't seen young Edide like in a cutscene. I mean, you know, in 2 weeks or something, they might release like a story quest or something where you see young Edide and then release him after that. But until they do that, I don't think they're going to do that. Some Japanese players, they are guessing that they are putting the ceiling on Helena here because Nier is going to come out in February, so they need to do something to compete. But I'm not so convinced that that's the case. It's impossible to know. I don't know how much games like take the release of other games into account when doing anything, because to plan ahead for stuff like this, it can take a long time. And we didn't know the release of the Nier mobile game until pretty recently, so I don't know. But going back to the issue of releasing two cost 100 units very close together, I am worried, of course, because if, like for example, if cost 100 units, if they release one a month, that's going to make the game even more expensive for people that want to be at the top of PvP. But what's the saying? 2 is a coincidence, 3 is a pattern. So I'm going to wait until the beginning of March and then see if there's another cost 100 unit there. If there is that, then I can start skipping them. Because knowing that they're a regular thing and knowing that they take so much effort to work on, it's not going to be worth it to me to chase. But with Helena here, we still don't know. I can work on her slowly. I really like her character. My guess is that next month they're not going to release a cost 100 unit, because then that will give people relief, you know? They will have a false sense of relief and they'll go back to spending and playing like they did before. But yeah, we'll see what happens. But yeah, Helena here, I'll pull a little bit for her. That will be on Monday when she's released. And then I'll follow the same plan as Megamont. I'll get all of the free shards, I'll work on the bingo board and stuff, I'll do the hard quests. And then probably, again, they will sell the discounted shards daily. I'll pick those up, and then I'll aim for Limit Break 4, level 89. People are getting on my case about saying I'm slow building, like Megamont, for example, and yet taking him to 89. But there's a thing now called EX jobs, where even if you take a character to level 89, you're not even halfway there. So that's the new definition of slow building a character, taking them to 89. Okay, that was kind of a tangent there. Okay, here we have the producer's letter, but let's get back to that in a second. We'll look at this other thing about Helena. Oh, but for her Hatcher, she will get the 0.8%. That's the same as any other character, regardless of cost, so that'll make it a little bit easier to pull for her. We got this 9 step up. This is not so good. I mean, you get the EX jobs materials. If you need that, then it's worth pulling. But you're getting these shards every pull. But instead of like a very limited pool, like 3 or 4 characters, it's any character that has EX jobs. That's like a dozen now. So chances are low-ish that you will get shards for Helena. So I'm definitely going to skip that. Okay, and then we have the 5 units, and then you can re-pull this one time. If Helena is not in here, so I'm going to skip that. Then we have the Gill Hatcher again. I'm very low on Gill, so I'm going to skip that. And then the Rare and the Normal Hatcher is fine. Okay, finally, let's look at the producer's letter. No more apologies for the scandal because everybody's forgotten about it, so that's fine. More stuff on the Helena. There will be a new craftable weapon, the Cypress Pile. This will be a staff that magic users can use. And it looks like it penetrates magic resistance. So that's cool. My impression of the Cypress Pile is that it's good for physical attacks. I forget which Final Fantasy that's from. Maybe 12, but yeah, let me know about that. I know in Final Fantasy 9, Vivi can use this. There is the login bonus again. Okay, arena, whatever. Okay, here's the February schedule for EX job units. First week, nothing. We will be working on You Are Helena. Second week will be Mashiri, Ramada, and Miche. Third week will be nothing. That'll probably be another character released. And then fourth week will be Shuzelt, Durando, and Vistral. So no, like, powerful UR units. Nobody you could really use as an attacker to lead a team. So this is kind of almost like an off month for EX jobs. I'm definitely going to do Vistral. I've really liked him recently, using him with Rob on a light element evade team. I might do Mashiri just because I'd be interested, but I don't think I need her. I have Sakura as a light element magic attacker, so I don't know. Okay, and then upcoming updates sometime in February. Selection Quest. What is this? Looks like quests aimed at lower rarity units. Okay, whatever. Some kind of addition to auto farming. I guess it will get rid of the animation for like the Chocobo Fever or the Whimsy Shop. Here's an auto battle thing. They'll add a new option so you can choose the thing with the... where you can choose to go for the highest damage. This thing, it says it'll make it easier to look at skills on your ability boards. Okay, and then here are upgrades coming later, probably March or later. Quests that will raise affinity. That's interesting. New auto match battles. This has been coming for a while, but you make a team of 6 units. You go against an opponent, you look at each other's 6 units, then you choose 3 from your 6 units, and then they battle against each other. That's Pokemon style. I hope that comes soon. That would be fun, I think. They will add hard quests for vision cards. Of course, I'm happy about this, but also, I'm done with most of my vision cards, so... And then for the barracks, they will add ways to raise the levels of vision cards. Okay, fine. For the White Tower, they will add more team slots. They will change the recovery time, so that's at a set time every day. And they will add some stuff to AI. Maybe I'll talk about that later. For guilds, they will add some kind of functionality for new players, like a trial run. For the auto team build, they will add a thing where it automatically adds espers, where you have high affinity. That would be helpful. And then some kind of UI for the vision card. They will add a way to use JP points for something else. That'll be good for like my Federica and stuff. And for the guild battle, they'll add ways to... they'll add team slots, so you can save more stuff there. And other stuff. Okay. So that was the news for JP. Maybe the next video I'll make will be polls for Helena on Monday. Alright, thanks for watching, and we'll see you again. Take care.